Throughout the years, Minecraft has added over 60 unique biomes to the game, ranging from absolutely beautiful to just plain ugly. So in today's video, I'll collect and rank every biome in Minecraft by putting it into a tier list, and at the end of this episode, I'll find the 3 rarest biomes in the entire game that you probably didn't even know existed. Alright, first let's start by building the tier list itself, and for that we need 5500 concrete powder. So let's go to the desert to get loads of sand. Now time to mine all the gravel, kill some squeeze for black dye, as well as some red, orange, yellow, lime and blue dye. Let's craft the concrete powder and convert it into concrete. Yeah, this is gonna take a bit. Lastly, I'll go to the nether to get some quartz, and we are good to go. Now with the magic of editing, I can do this. Okay, so essentially, as the name suggests, the tier list has tiers, S being the absolute best, then A, B, C, and lastly D being the worst biomes ever added to the game. Also, I kinda lied to you in the intro, I won't be rating all the biomes. I know, you can hate on me. But let me show you why. These are 2 different biomes. Do you see the difference? I don't. And even if I did, my rating of both of these biomes would be pretty much the same. So it just makes no sense to rank them separately. And that lowers our biome count from 64 to 52. Okay, now that we built the tier list, we can move on to the biomes. Starting with section 1, the forest biomes. Forest. For most people, this is the first biome that comes to mind when you think of Minecraft. It looks good, the wood type is also nice, so to me that's an easy A tier. Flower forest. It's very similar to the normal classic forest, but as the name suggests, with a huge palette of flowers. In my opinion, this is one of the best sources of flowers in the entire game, and it just looks pretty. I'm also gonna put this in A tier, although it's very close to S tier, but you know, S tier is reserved for the best biomes only. Moving on, we have taiga, and honestly, this biome sucks. Like, I get it, the wood type looks decent, but other than that, this biome is so depressing with all these dark, sad colors. Imagine you're flying looking for a cool biome and you see this. Literally no one wants to live in a biome like this. I'll put it in C tier because it's not as bad as some of the other biomes in today's video, but I still don't like this at all. Now let's go to the old growth pine taiga. Okay, this version of the biome is way cooler than the normal one. Terrain generation wise, it's way more diverse. Also the block palette adds a bit of mystery to this place, as well as the mossy cobblestone scattered around the place. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Next we got the snowy taiga. I don't know really what to say about it. It's just a taiga but brighter because of the snow, and you can actually see something. Still better than the normal taiga though, so also B tier. Birch forest. Okay, this might be controversial, but the birch forest is not that bad. I get it, the wood type sucks and looks ugly, but it's not as depressing as the taiga. This is also a C tier, but not as bad as the taiga, as I said before. Okay, we've only done 6 biomes and I've already run into a problem. In almost every mini biome I put into my tier list, I'm using blue wool to represent the sky, and I don't have any more left. Also, what makes this even worse is that for everything I would need over 300 pieces of blue wool, so we need to build a sheep farm. Come on sheep, where are you? Oh, yep, you're right here. Okay, nice. There's the second one and the third one. Yep, perfect. Let's go on a little walk. Okay, you're almost there. Meanwhile, I'm doing all of this, I'm gonna ask you to subscribe if you're enjoying this video. Still, over 90% of you watching this aren't subscribed, which is a huge amount. My goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I can't do it without you all. Alright, back to the video. Let's go, let's take you in here. Nice. Let's dye both of you light blue, and I'm gonna give you all some yummy wheat. You guys are a beginning of a new generation. I don't really know if it's good or bad, but either way you're stuck here, so have fun, I guess. Why am I so evil? Alright, let's go back to ranking the biomes. Now, the dark forest. Honestly, this is a good biome. It serves its purpose. You literally can't see anything under all these dense trees. You can also spot some mushrooms all over the place, but most importantly, you can find a woodland mansion here. This is a B tier. It's not that good and it's not that bad. It just exists. Jungle. Alright, this one is pretty cool. Not only is the jungle pretty rare, but it also provides us with lots of mobs that don't spawn anywhere else. Like the pandas. Look at them. Just admire them. B tier, but very close to A tier. I'm gonna use some sea pickles as little melons. I think it looks pretty cool. Sparse jungle. I don't really know how to rate this. This is a jungle, but more sparse. It's just a jungle that looks like a normal plains biome, nothing really interesting about this. C tier. Next, the bamboo jungle. I really like the aesthetic of it, and it's a great source of bamboo, and with that, bamboo planks, which look very nice. High B tier. Savannah. I mean, it's better than both the birch and taiga forest. I'm just gonna put it in B. There's also windswept savanna with its huge mountains, but I don't really know if we should count it as a forest. Also B. The last two biomes are the swamp and mangrove swamp, both of which I'll put in B, because although they look as depressing as the taiga, they still have some pretty cool characteristics. For example, a witch hut can spawn in a swamp, as well as slimes and frogs, and the mangrove trees have a pretty good looking wood type. I'm gonna put two little lime candles that will represent some slimes. It looks so cute, to be honest. Also, there are some biomes I didn't mention here because they will be in the special biomes section later in the video, so watch till the end to find out. Alright, the next biome type are the flat biomes. They are pretty similar to some of the forest biomes, just without trees, so the rating is gonna be pretty much the same. Plains, just like the normal forest, A tier in my opinion. Sunflower plains, also A tier. Snowy plains in B tier. Beach. Oh, that's a new biome. I'm gonna put it in B. There is really nothing special about it. Snowy beach. I'll also put this in B, but like a high B, just because it's cool. Normally, the beach is like a hot biome, but for some reason it's covered in snow. How can a beach be snowy? You know what I mean? Desert. It's a desert. What did you expect? Lots of sand and that's it. C tier. Before we move on to the next biome section though, I need to tell you guys something. We got another problem. This time it's about fireworks. Fireworks are a must during this video because them combined with my elytra is the best method of traveling and thus finding biomes. Fireworks are crafted from gunpowder, which I have basically unlimited amount of with my raid farm, and paper, which can be crafted from sugarcane. And I'm so tired of expanding my sugarcane line here, so I think building an automatic sugarcane farm would be a good idea. Okay, so how this farm works is pretty simple. When the sugarcane grows tall enough, it gets detected by these observers, which activate these pistons, which at the end cut the sugarcane, and all of it gets put in this storage system. But there is one more slight issue. The farm only works when it's loaded, so only when I'm in my base. Luckily though, I can build something called a chunk loader, which as the name suggests, always keeps the chunk the farm's in loaded, and everything should be up and running. Now let's get back to ranking our biomes. Time for section 3, water biomes. First of all, let's start with the rivers, so the normal and the frozen river, both of which I'm gonna put at C, nothing special about them. And now comes the problem. You see, there are 9 types of oceans, but almost all of them basically look the same, so I'm gonna narrow it down to just 3. The normal ocean at C tier, the frozen ocean also at C, and the warm ocean, which is the coolest ocean type in my opinion, because it generates coral reefs, and we all love them, right guys? Unfortunately, this biome is not that common, so yeah, we're gonna need to travel a bit. And here it is, in all of its glory. So as I said before, this is my favorite water type biome, so that's an easy A tier. Let's get my trusty silk touch shovel and get some of those pretty coral blocks. And when putting it into my tier list, I'm gonna place water behind them to make sure they don't die. Time for section 4, mountain biomes. Alright, let me tell you, I have a love-hate relationship with this section, like I can put one mountain biome in S tier and the next one in D. So let's start with the jagged peaks. I think this biome can reach all the way up to y equals 256, so it deserves its name for sure. I really love the mountain biomes added in 1.18, they actually look like real life ones. Easy S tier. Now comes the meadow. You have no idea how much I love this one. It's just plains, but like the mountain version of it. S tier, honestly. Cherry Grove. This, in my opinion, is the best and prettiest biome in the game. I think pretty much everyone agrees with me on this one. S tier. Moving on, we have another grove, this time the normal one. It's like the snowy taiga, but with more elevation. Pretty cool, but there are better biomes. B tier. The next biome is snowy slopes. I would have given it an S tier, but there is so much powdered snow here that it makes this biome pretty hard to traverse. That's why I'll put it in A. Now come the two biomes that I hate the most. Windswept hills and windswept gravelly hills. Like bro, who designed this? This is like taiga, but without trees, which makes it more depressing. I hate these two biomes with a great passion. Also, did I mention that windswept gravelly hills have a 0.09% chance of spawning? Why make such an ugly biome one of the rarest in the entire game? The previous biomes are proof that Mojang can make beautiful mountain biomes, but this just sucks. Both going to D tier. Finally, the last section of overworld biomes before the special ones are the cave biomes, starting with normal caves, which on one side looks so bad, but on the other I love some of their new variants added in 1.18. So considering all of that, I'll put them in a high B tier. Now come dripstone caves, which I'll put in C because they serve no real purpose besides being a good source of dripstone for traps and other stuff. Next is a deep dark, a pretty good biome with skulk that gives lots of XP when mined, but at the same time it's also very dangerous with all the shriekers that can summon a warden. It's almost an A tier in my opinion, but not quite, so B tier. And the last cave biome is the lush cave, which in my opinion is the best cave type, with lots of greenery, moss and azalea. And of course there are axolotls. Yep, easy A tier. So now that we've ranked all the overworld biomes, it's time for a couple special biomes, like all the Badlands biomes, which consist of normal Badlands, wooded Badlands and eroded Badlands, which is my favorite of all three. All of these I'll put in a deserved A tier. And the last special biome is ice spikes, which I'll put in S tier. Like, imagine living in one of those tall ice columns. That would be so cool. Alright, the overworld biomes are done. So far we've rated 40 biomes, but the 3 rarest ones will take me over 3 times longer to find. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'll finish this video. Now let's take a trip to the nether to find nether waste, which is the most typical biome for this dimension. So I guess I'll put it in C tier. Again, I'm gonna use some candles, this time the brown ones, to represent 2 piglins. So Sand Valley, I don't really like this biome, but because it's a good source of bone blocks and with that bones, I'm gonna put it in B. Crimson Forest, I like the atmosphere here, but with all the piglins and hoglins, it's a pretty dangerous place. Also B. The second forest biome, Warped Forest, I'll put in A tier because it has a very nice color palette. Plus Endermen spawn here, so it's also a great source of ender pearls. And last but not least, the basalt deltas. This is an easy C tier because neither on foot nor with an elytra is it good to traverse. Besides that, there are lots of tiny lava holes that can be a real danger, especially in early game. Moving on, time for the end dimension. Let's start with the main end island, which is the most interesting end biome out of all because that's where the boss fight happens and you beat the game. A tier. I'm gonna place another candle on one of the obsidian pillars and then light it to make a mini end crystal. Seriously, candles are a must when going for a miniature build. Then there are the outer end islands, officially divided into 4 different biomes, which again look very similar, so I'll just split them into 2. The small end islands, that's an easy D tier, they are so hard to traverse. And the big end islands, better than the first biome, plus lots of chorus fruit is available here, so B tier. Now the last biome in the end is the void. It's just the void. I don't know how to rate it honestly. I'll put it in B because I guess it serves its purpose in that it's scary and dark and mysterious. Come on, please go through, please go through, please go through. Yes! Okay, perfect. So we found, collected and rated 49 biomes. Finally, I think it's time we begin our search for the 3 rarest biomes in the entire game. First though, I'll get lots of golden carrots for food, gunpowder from my raid farm, and paper to craft a huge ton of fireworks, and let's go on an adventure. The first biome on our list are the frozen peaks, with 0.13% chance of spawning. But from what I've heard, it's one of the prettiest biomes in the entire game, so it's all gonna be worth it. Alright, Editor Seebeq here. I have no idea how to make this part entertaining. I literally fly in one direction for hours, come back to my base to resupply, then fly in a different direction and then repeat. I'll just spare you from all the time I spent flying in a straight line and just skip to the interesting part. Oh, is that it? I think it is. Yes! Frozen peaks. Okay, this is actually beautiful. Honestly, this biome is an easy A tier. Wow, I've never seen this before. The second rarest biome are the good old mushroom fields with a 0.1% chance of generating. Yes! Oh my god! Finally, dude! This took me like 4 hours to find. I think this is an easy S tier. Not only does this biome have mushrooms, but also no hostile mobs spawn here. Lastly, the rarest biome in the entire game are stony peaks with a whopping 0.073% chance of generating. So yeah, wish me luck, guys. Oh my god. To put into perspective, finding all the previous biomes took me 8 hours in total. And I've been searching for stony peaks for 10 hours. I think I've lost hope already. I'm gonna fly a bit further and probably call it a day. Oh, that looks like something. Wait. Yes! That's it! That's it! No way! Stony peaks in all of its glory. Yes, dude. Look at this, man. That's not a couple of mountains, but a whole mountain range. Okay, I've never knew about this biome and honestly never seen this in my whole life. I don't really know if it's worth the 10 hours of searching, but whatever. Easy S tier for sure. Finally, let's go back to our base, put the 3 rarest biomes in the entire game into our tier list. Time to remove the random blocks scattered around the place. And now on day 200, I can say with confidence that our Minecraft biome tier list is officially completed. Yes. Honestly, that's a pretty balanced tier list in my opinion. The most biomes are in B tier. There are also a couple S tiers. Fortunately, not so much D tiers. And that's it in today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments which biome was your favorite. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya! Oh, and also, YouTube thinks you should watch this video. I promise you won't be disappointed. So yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.